to be one of the sounds you want to be making, but okay.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Snark podcast, Extra Ammo. Today we're going to be having a debate.
Yo.
You know, I know debates are very popular these days.
Mm-hmm.
They're the main form of entertainment, it seems like.
Unfortunately.
So we're going to be doing a really earnest, good-spirited debate. We're going to be debating sexism versus racism. Which is better? Yeah, and so we're going to determine through a game of rock, paper, scissors. No best of three, no nothing. Just one and go. If there's a tie, you just do a tiebreaker, all that. Yep. Who's going to be defending what? And then we'll ask some questions. We'll have them defend their selection. And I'll be the moderator. I'll kind of ask questions, probe it along. And we'll leave it up to people in the audience to determine who won.
Marvelous.
So, yeah, I think we got a good setup here. And if, by the way, this devolves into something that isn't a debate, then we're just going to name this something completely different.
Right.
And gaslight you into pretend like we never intended a real debate in the first place.
We'll lie. Yeah, we'll lie.
We will lie. You couldn't waterboard the truth out of me.
That is correct.
Yeah. So I guess we should just pick one of the topics to start off with, and then we'll do the rock paper scissors on like who gets that topic, and then that'll determine whatever the other one is. So who gets? Or
do you want to do rock paper scissors? Who chooses?
No, rock paper scissors.
For who chooses?
Yes, who wants to take on what?
Okay. Go ahead.
Are you on shoot?
We will go on shoot.
So
rock paper scissors shoot.
Okay.
Got it.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Ready?
Right.
Okay. Ready? Best of luck. Out of respect the debate.
Yeah. This is good.
I hope you die.
I don't respect you.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't respect you. I can't believe you.
Let's try and keep this cordial.
Okay.
I will. Pardon me.
Yeah,
Please, by all means, moderate. Actually,
I am literally.
Things get crazy.
You interrupted me. Actually,
you see, he's doing. He's good on job. Okay. Ready?
I'm scared. All right. Rock paper scissors shoot.
All right.
So
I'm
you
gonna
pick.
be choosing.
I'm very upset.
I'm gonna be choosing feminism.
So sexism is what you mean.
Sexism, yes.
Is what's better, feminism or racism?
That would have been so much better. That would have been so much better.
We're already.
That would have been so much better.
We're already off to a very good.
Already
start.
amazing. So you're defending sexism, which means you're defending racism.
I'm defending racism.
All right, let's guys, let's have a good
debate.
Let's have a good debate here. No punching below the belt, and all that stuff. So these usually start with opening statements.
Yeah.
You picked first. You got to give your opening statement
Okay. So
to defend sexism.
So,
You've got 50 minutes.
all right, I'm going to be coming here to tell you about the blight that is women and feminism. I think feminism,
Sexism. You don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
saying it because my brain is not that. So sexism. Look,
I'm debating with the child.
There's clear lines and differences when it comes to the sex between a male and a female, and I'm going to be defining them and showing you why there should be these separations of both groups of people.
Okay,
Because I can't control myself. So
okay, well, you have 49 more minutes, but I'll skip to Derek. Now, Derek, make your opening case for racism.
Racism is needed. It is needed. We need racism.
Okay.
Look at this monster sitting across from me.
He's doing his own voice.
Look at this monster sitting beside me. Right across from me, you have a very dark-skinned individual.
Yeah, I'm quite dark.
Who doesn't even know the subject he's debating.
That is true.
He keeps saying feminism. We're supposed to be talking about sexism, which means both sexes.
He was,
and that's because of his skin. He doesn't know better.
He is
damn. That's a great point.
We have racism. We can identify the type of people who are stupid like that.
He is right.
Right. At a glance,
it's the new. We need new, better classifications. I would agree. They're not as good, but the ones that we have right now are okay. But we need like the Kingston race, for example.
Interesting.
It would be able to better, and I feel like if we accept how great racism is, then we.
Great.
We be able to have a.
Your time is up.
It's been 49 minutes.
It's been 49 minutes.
Pardon me, I didn't realize how long I was talking.
Yeah, no worries. We have
Can you imagine you play that back and it's 49 minutes long? And you're like,
blacked out. I blacked out for 46 minutes.
And everybody's watching you up on the stage. No one helps you to just.
Everyone's just there nodding.
Oh, interesting.
So, all right. So, question one. So, sexism is often manifests negatively towards women. Women are mostly negatively affected by sexism. Obviously, lots of sexual assault, a lot of all sorts of really, really dire things. So, I need to know how somebody like you can really make the case that that's like it is a positive thing that this ideology or this way of thinking continues.
Okay, so
I need you to be serious about it.
First and foremost,
He doesn't even believe it.
First and foremost,
yeah.
Well, obviously you brought up the fact that it's more negatively affecting women. Well, I want to talk about the male perspective for a second, if I could.
Brilliant.
Okay, so right now in this world, men are left astray in this world that we experience aggressions and threats towards ourselves as well, but it's not brought to the forefront. That's why sexism as a whole needs to be there. We need to be able to define these very simple differences. You know?
What do you, define these simple differences. What do you mean by that?
You know, there's the male role, then there's the female role.
Okay, so I have like distinct separations.
Yes, complete, including different rights.
Do you believe that women are inferior?
I believe that women are inferior in multiple, dare I say most aspects, but not all.
Not all. What does that
They're
mean?
superior in certain ones.
Which ones?
Making meals. Rearing children.
Uh-huh.
Simple jobs similar to that of a lunch lady or a
lunch lady is
or
crazy.
maybe a very low impact crossing guard.
What?
You know, non-busy streets, you know. Maybe not in New York City, but like somewhere in Delaware.
She's a fucking cross guard at a cul-de-sac?
Yeah, it's very simple places.
She does the traffic stops in the cul-de-sac. That's all she can handle. If it's more than one street, she loses her fucking place. She can't find her way home.
And we can't expect that from them. It's how the world was built.
Right.
If you look in the Abrahamic Bible, actually, you'll see that the role of woman is very well defined.
I can't
the Quran
argue
as well too.
I can't argue with those books.
We don't look into the other rest of the world with their women in roles of security and fucking prestige, because you know those worlds are savages.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right. So Derek, as a defender of racism,
right?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
How do you? I mean, he's made a case for sexism being necessary somehow. How would you make the case that racism is indeed more necessary than what he has made sexism out to be?
I want to turn your guys' attention to Star Trek.
Oh, Star Trek. Okay.
Star Trek is one of the most boring shows that have ever been created.
Okay, yes.
And do you know why it's so boring?
No, I never thought about it.
It's because there's hardly any racism. Racism
So it's more entertaining.
drives plot.
Oh.
Racism makes the world go round. It makes the world fun. Because when everybody's together, when everybody is the same race, it's fucking absurd. You know, people say, oh, we're all the same race. We're all the same race. Do you look like me?
Wait.
Do I look like you? No. We are different races.
Wait. So, if I may. If I
I would rather you not, but go ahead.
Okay. So you said this. I guess it's just fascinating because the argument seems to be like, if everybody is the same race, it's boring,
Right.
which is thoroughly like not racist.
What do you mean?
Like the idea, like it's. So you're arguing for mixing races because of racism, because that will make things more entertaining.
No. You misunderstand.
I assume
You misunderstand.
for racial segregation.
Star Trek.
Uh-huh.
The world has came together.
Right, and there's all sorts of people of different...
They started to realize, we're all one race. We're the human race. That's a bunch of nonsense poppycock.
Okay.
What we need is everybody at each other's throats again.
Okay.
We need whites and blacks warring.
So,
like the good old days.
Right.
We need the yellows. We need the reds at each other's throats. Once and for all. A continuous war where I get to write books about it and make lots of money.
So
could I interject?
No.
For a moment?
So I really need to say this.
Right.
So you're not even advocating for like an ethno state or anything. You're not even advocating necessarily for like, all the whites should be here, all the blacks should be over there. You actually want everybody together, but you want them to not get over the things that divide them.
See, when you start to do ethno states, and let's say for the sake of argument, they all became successful. All ethno states, everybody's divided, and everyone leaves each other alone. Well, that's harmony. That's boring racism. The height of racism is to know you're better than said race and then attack them. You need to prove your supremacy by domination. And like Jean-Luc Picard would say, I'm gay, and I think racism is gay, and where I say, fuck you, Jean-Luc Picard.
Okay, so you. How are you going to rebut that?
Well, the concept of racism is actually a fabrication. So I'd assume you're not very well read about the thing you're speaking of.
Poppycock.
Races are usually defined within the class of species, which is usually defined by interbreeding being possible amongst people. So, or certain groups, right, within the species. So, for instance, right, a dog and a wolf are part of the same race by technicality, right? Canis lupus. Mm-hmm. So they can therefore breed, Right. The differences between people phenotypically are so minute that it's in fact dangerous how similar all people are with each other.
I'm sorry, were you saying something?
I was using facts to dispute you, but also I think you're gay and dumb. And I may have you shot after this interaction.
Well, interesting. I'm just taking notes.
My word. What a... My word.
But back to feminism, right? You can trace back.
You just gotta let this monkey keep going.
You can. Trace back
you are consistently forgetting what you're talking about because you keep saying feminism.
I want to
which unfortunately, like I can't help but agree with him.
Isn't it wild when monkeys think they're intelligent?
So when it goes back to sexism, right? Every major problem that can be conceived ever in this world can be traced back
to
starting with the women. Every single problem you look at.
Every single problem is by women. I'm listening.
You can trace back, right?
Okay, you're winning me. You're winning me.
To feed his woman.
Oh, murder is women's fault because men kill for women.
The concept, yes.
Yes.
The reason why men do harsh things, women, of course.
I see.
Every single problem you look at, the nuclear bomb, track back far enough, it's a bitch at the start of it.
You're not even wrong.
I think that women are fundamentally the reason for greater evil. Even back to the Judeo-Christian Bible again, all faith to the Lord. Who's one that begot sin amongst us? That trifling cunt, Eve.
He makes a strong argument.
That is a good point. Like Eve did indeed eat the apple from the Garden of Eden.
May I rebut?
Yes, you may.
That all sounds well and good. Everything sounded actually quite nice, but the thing about people is they make up fairy tales, like Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
And Adam and Eve is stupid and gay.
I see.
Now, stay with me now.
So you're a man without faith then?
Stay with me now. I am a red man that loves racism, of course.
Remember
that of course, I am not of faith.
Interesting.
I am of superior races.
So this man has no belief in anything higher than himself.
I am. I am the ultimate. Sir.
So the reason why which you do things is no greater good. You don't not rape people every day because God is telling you not to. Interesting.
Sir,
Interesting.
I think we're getting off topic.
I'm sorry.
You are absolutely correct, but I do want to answer that question right there. See, sir, I am amazing, and everybody owes me sex because I am the superior race. So there's no reason for me to rape. It does not have anything to do with your false sky dad.
Your race, might you say? What is it again?
That is not important to the story.
I'd like
It's not important to this debate,
I'd love
sir.
to hear that because of you. So can you not
I'm sure you would. I'm sure
can you not define your own race,
you
sir?
cannot.
Sir, can you not define your own race?
You being the less inferior
this man
race.
cannot define his own race.
Being a
while he's
less
up here talking about
superior
racism.
race.
It's interesting.
He cannot identify.
Yes, but I can
the
define my own
superior
race. Can you define your race?
See, I could, but the problem is,
You could what?
we are adults in this room, and we
could.
don't need to do that because you can see who I am.
You said you're a superior race, and by my
Right.
eyes, you seem to be, unfortunately,
What's that?
not the superior race in which you are talking about. So, can you define your race for me for a moment?
You see,
Did I,
This is what
or
happens-
did you by chance fall into a vat of chocolate earlier today?
this is what happens when you're talking to a monkey,
I'm being called a monkey, but as per se, you are a similar skin color to me.
sir. I don't think you know what a tan is.
I'm just saying.
He's tan.
I spin
You're tan. You're
lots
very,
of times.
You're
in the
very
beach.
tan, sir.
And I am so superior that you cannot tell what
Did you
I
tan
am.
so much your nose widened, sir?
Do you hear my voice? Dude, I take major offense to that, Matt. I take.
I'm getting lightheaded.
Did you tan so hard your nose widened? It's fucking crazy.
Major offense to that, sir.
I'm sorry.
I am the superior race.
I'm sorry.
You cannot tell exactly what I am, and that is the point, because I am all and above all. But I am advocating that race is discriminating against races is so much better than caring about penis or vagina, because vagina belongs to me because the superior race gets everything. So while in theory, you may be slightly correct, possibly in theory, but
yes.
in fact, I am clearly better than everyone. I'm better than you, sir. I'm better than you, obviously.
All right, well, he wins.
I don't think that's how a debate works. I think we need a new moderator.
I think we should go on to the next question because
I think we need a new moderator.
It's me.
I'm gonna bring in my
it's
friend.
me, comedy show three.
Nah, it's me. I'm the new moderator.
Oh, right.
I'm Russell Brand. Keep your daughters away from me.
He says that.
Watch out, your daughter.
By the way, keep your daughters.
Do I smell any 18 minus here?
He's
Like a fucking pig for truffles.
Snatching.
On the ground.
He's on stage snatching at one. Dad's holding her back, and he's like, "Oh, just out of my reach,
He's
eh?
got a fucking pitchfork. Back, I say.
Just out of next time.
I'll pray about
Next
it.
time, you cheeky
I'll pray
twat.
about it. Don't worry.
Don't pray about
I'll
it.
kneel on stage like I'm calling Kaepernick. Don't worry about it.
I'd feel much more comfortable if one of my colleagues, one of my greatest superior race colleagues, Jordan B. Peterson, would moderate for us.
okay. We'll get him.
Oh, thank you.
He did the ass catcher. Oh no.
Hello, it's me, Jordan Peterson.
Jordan,
I'm here to argue on behalf of pedophilia.
Jordan,
As the moderator.
As the moderator, sir, you're just supposed to. We have racism versus sexism.
What do you mean by race?
Do you want to take this one, sir?
no.
His friend gives up on him immediately. He brought him into the conversation.
Do you want to talk about racism? Do you want to define racism? Do you want to define my point to this dumb guy real quick?
I had a bowl of meat and a a cup of meat and
Did you
and a
drink it?
pill of meat earlier
Did you have a
today.
meat pill is crazy.
I'm so ready for this debate.
I have so much iron flowing.
Do you have
through me.
any vitamin C or any vitamin D? Do you need any sun?
Vitamins, define D. Define C. What? These are letters.
These are classifications.
These are just the formulative makeup of what we consider the human language to be. C, D. What is the difference? And in some ways, what are the similarities?
Mr. Peterson.
That is
Mr. Peterson.
That is such a nothing thing you just did. That is a waste of time and words.
I have to say, you are making a great argument to say that.
Define great.
Oh.
Even when he's complimented. Say
that. You're stumped.
I think we need to move forward without a moderator.
It's too late. I'm here.
Mr. Peterson, I have to remind you to throw cider in his mouth and he fucking comatose. It's like a vampire who stake up and
Imagine seeing that happen to him. Like,
a fucking beast.
He starts foaming at the mouth.
And he turns off. He'll be catatonic for at least 3 weeks.
I think
we have time.
That would
His eyes go dim.
too funny. I think that would be it would be too funny. I think I can recover from that. That's seeing Jordan Peterson have like a seizure from getting cider thrown on him. I think that would end me. That's too funny just to see that. Like, how weak are you? How weak are you?
It's like throwing holy water at a demon.
Totally.
And he just starts screaming and falls dim. He gets like gray and still. It's like this nigga just wilted like a fucking plant. I can't fucking believe this.
All of his hair falls out immediately. It's almost like it's like when you blow on a dandelion.
Oh God!
Fucking God! That would be so bad. I'd be like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
My God. It almost looks like a fucking Final Fantasy like cutscene or something. The way, like how magical it looks. He's falling over and his hair is flying off his head with very, like barely anything's holding
A ton
on.
of particle physics. What the fuck's going on here?
Oh my God!
All right, can we get the next
I would
question?
pay good
Moderator,
money for that.
please.
Oh my
Right,
God!
moderator.
Jesus Christ! The debate's over. Fucking,
Yeah, that was good.
I need the audience needs to decide who won.
Yeah.
This cannot be it. Oh my fucking God.
Who won?
I thought that was pretty
Jordan. Who won? The racism, sexism, or Jordan Peterson?
Is there a way we could post this debate, but like title it as it like it's real? You know,
Like on YouTube? Put it
yeah,
on
like
YouTube
something
proper?
like what we like racism versus sexism or something like, but like in a real
We
way.
should the thumbnail should be like a Jubilee video.
Yeah,
Almost, where it's
Yeah.
just like I don't know, one racist versus one sexist,
yeah.
and it'll be edited the same way.
I just want to
We
say
should get
something
our
like
friends to do a Jubilee video, a fake one, like one of ours.
It would be amazing if we
We
could
should gather our friends.
It would be
together.
would
amazing
actually be
if
really
we could
funny.
somehow orchestrate like everybody to sign up for the same thing at once and get like make it so
That would
everybody
be-
that we know
That would be
is
so
in there.
ridiculous.
That'd be
their
fucking-
best video, though. That would be their best video by far. But it'd be such a mess.
It would be a fucking disaster.
Because most of our friends are like good people, so it would just be them sitting on the respectable side, and then particularly me, you, Derek, and Jordan sitting on the fucked up side every time.
Jordan would be good, like especially if he wears like his wedding suit, like where he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
on the plantation and
I
shit.
hated
Yeah.
that he
Good.
dressed in that. I was like, why'd you dress like that, Jordan?
It-
You look like you're gonna sell me. Dude.
Define sell.
Define me. Define.
Define me.
Define Jordan Peterson. Or you mean me? Or
At that point, you got to just choke him out, dude.
I didn't.
like
I
it's
didn't,
over.
I didn't.
Oh,
Instant fucking Dark Souls grab him, dude.
fucking slam it onto the ground until it's nothing.
I didn't do it to hold my certification. I didn't lie to fucking keep my career.
I didn't lie when my children asked me if the tooth fairy was real.
I told them absolutely yes.
When they said, well, how did these presents get under the tree? I said, me, I did it.
I did it. Praise me. Pray to me.
That's why my children are fucking dead.
That's why my wife dated. That's why my daughter dated Andrew fucking Tate. I'm terrible.
Yeah, you failed as a father.
That's crazy. It's the ultimate failure, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, my daughter dated Andrew Tate. What the fuck did I teach?
Dude,
that
for
is
real,
crazy.
How not to love yourself efficiently.
Like
Yeah.
that you know, I always push back when people would say that about
Dad,
like,
I'm on my
oh,
period.
the
Define period.
define period.
I need pads.
Dad, I'm
I
bleeding.
need pads or tampons or something.
For Brillo?
Define need.
bleeding
What
anyway.
is need if not the absence of joy?
The absence of have. What is
Screamed
need?
like she was being murdered. She's
What
so
is-
upset.
what
She's
is
so
need
mad.
But the absence of have is one of the dumbest
is
things ever. So it means you do not have it, so therefore you
Do you
need
think he
it.
had a
But what-
son
you
that
do not-
killed himself?
Probably very young.
I can't take it anymore,
Probably
Dad.
a 12-month-old.
What is take?
Define take.
Define it. Like the book from Stephen King. Are we talking about the small miniseries that came on television,
And it's fucking-
or the movies that came out in later years?
You guys ever play the game Mousetrap? You ever play
Yes.
Mousetrap? That motherfucker, his son, like set up like a mousetrap, except for it was just multiple ways to murder himself in
It was multiple
continuation.
shotguns. There was several
It's like a
shotguns.
gauntlet in case he got past one of his traps. It's insane.
Oh, my son. Why?
Why?
Oh, what is why?
Why?
What is why?
The letter?
fucking
Or are we
God.
getting more specific into the phrase? Are we talking about why that is E in Spanish? Or are we going even further into the concept?
He's just talking to himself as his
His son,
dead.
his son, it looks like someone popped the head off a Lego person. That's the condition his son's body is in.
That is crazy. He
man.
can't fucking help himself. He's just too. He got too.
I have to debate myself.
It's probably like, do you remember when Cartman accidentally developed Tourette's when he was faking it for so long?
Oh yeah.
Like, that's what I feel like Jordan is doing. He doesn't want to do this anymore, and he can't help it.
He can't help it.
I think he got in that Vactor tank and it fucked him up.
You think
That's true. He did like overdose on fucking, I don't know, chlorine or something. I don't know what the fuck he did something.
And he
And
got in
then he
that
was just
tank.
never the same. He got into a coma in Turkey or something. What was it?
Yeah, I think it was in Russia.
Yeah.
Same shit, though.
He went to a Russian.
He was just floating in it like fucking, like Goku was when he was healing in the fucking thing and him
He got put into a fucking fish tank in a Russian Wendy's,
Yeah.
and then came back all he came back all fucking infected with all sorts of parasites.
That's crazy.
That's like the Wendy's. That's the logo, but it's just a bunch of backwards R's, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's Wendy's.
It's Rendies.
Being in a fucking fish tank, suspended in fucking Russia while people are going about their
They're
day
just eating.
and eating shit is crazy. Diddle, diddle. You know that fucking BB sound? Diddle, 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 diddle.
That's insane.
Oh,
We gotta have more debates in general. I think there needs to be. I need Jordan Peterson to do more debates.
yeah.
I need.
I think this is a mess.
Jordan Peterson's good.
It was a
I think
mess.
Jordan
What
Peterson
debate?
versus Tucker Carlson would be a great debate.
Jordan Peterson versus Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I want Tim Pool to debate. Tim
Can
Pool
anyone
debate.
do Tim Pool? Like,
Tim Pool should debate himself from 4, 5, 6 years ago.
I love that. Oh, dude, I like the idea of stuff like
Tim
that.
Pool debating
Old
Dave Rubin
versus new, like Joe Rogan.
That'd be an interesting one. Rogan versus Rogan, or freaking what's his name? The British fucking caveman looking nigga I just brought up earlier. What's his name? Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Right.
Russell Brand versus
Caveman.
I was like,
He does look like a Neanderthal.
he does a little
Dude,
bit. He's just thin. That's the only thing that throws me off.
The
Like, he needs to be a
picture
little
of-
stocky.
The thing is, like, his head looks like there is a skull there. You know what I mean? His head doesn't make any effort to hide that there is a skull there.
That is
Whereas, like, I feel like most people's heads are like.
You can tell how his skull looks.
I know.
He looks crazy.
If you told
man.
Chris to draw his skull, he would do it with no problem. Oh yeah, that's a skull looks exactly.
That's wild.
That's the only thing. It's the only thing I think of when I see him. It was like, that's Skull Man.
I think it's
Skull Man.
You know he was married to Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
That's why Katy Perry sucks.
Yeah, she does.
That's so insane, dude.
Yeah, she's always sucked. Remember she like kissed that guy and she
kissed like a child, right?
She did something. Well, she like kissed some guy that like didn't want.
I think it was like a minor, like a 14-year-old, 15-year-old guy.
Oh, I didn't know how old he was.
Yeah, he was like a minor, and she went up there on American Idol, right?
It was on American Idol. I didn't remember the guys.
She kissed him in the mouth.
No,
she kissed him on a dick too.
I watched the whole thing. It was insane.
She was like, he was like, I never had my dick kissed before.
I never had my dick kissed in front of
swinging. Swinging.
And then she was like, "Come on, I'll kiss your
Simon Cowell. Watch me kiss this kid's dick.
I'll kiss your ball.
I've always wanted to get my dick kissed in front of Simon Cowell.
Right. Wait, how's Simon Cowell? He's like,
I'm
I'm British.
You suck. What did he even do? He would just say
mean.
What would he say? Wouldn't he have like a catchphrase or something? Like, you're boring.
He goes, "You're a faggot. Get out of here."
Have you seen how he looks like he's melting?
Yeah, he looks like
he looks rough.
He looks like Melanie Mack.
That's a thumbnail. Melanie Mack or Simon Cowell?
It would be you would have to find really different photos.
Dude, that's crazy. You'd be looking for
I really
hours.
can't tell the difference. Like I could see him going like this. You don't sing as well as Tomb Raider plays. It's just like, whoa, I can't. Who's who really? Imagine like fucking Melanie Mack and Simon Cowell get into a tussle, and then they stand up. And then you're there with the gun. It's like, oh wait, I don't know which one's. The real.
I'd imagine it's like, did you guys see the Venom movie, the first one, where they tussle and there's one being and it's this one mega? It's like Super 17 from fucking GT, where there's one mega Simon Cowell, Melanie Mack. You're like, did they become one?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Because you know in the Venom movie where they fought and they joined for a bit.
I don't remember that actually.
You hasn't seen the Venom movie?
I don't think I saw any of the Venom movies actually.
I just said that out loud. I'm like that. It's kind of like that's.
It is kind of like
thing.
You're like, wow, you're shocked.
Venom, you fucking
you watched
idiots.
a fucking Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man? It's crazy.
You saw Venom. You didn't see the fucking classic film Venom starring Tom Hardy and Venom? Yeah. Are you fucking crazy?
That is crazy to me. Have you seen all of them?
Yeah.
I've not seen a single. I think I saw like a movie review of the first one where it like kind of like went through the main. So I kind of saw it. Like I know what the first one is, but I didn't care about the second one and the third one.
I saw
the first one was fine
for sure.
Two was trash and 3 was trash.
It's just that's not what I wanted, man.
Third one was directed by fucking Andy Serkis.
Go the second one.
Oh, I thought it was the third one.
Well, I know the second one was definitely.
Oh,
the third one might.
So
not.
maybe he did both of them. Because I feel like he was there the whole time.
Was he like, I'm Renoir?
I'm Renoir. It's me, Venom.
It's me.
He's fucking confused. He hasn't slept in fucking months.
Am I still in the painting? He's like fucking tripping.
Am
I still in the fucking painting with my fucking bitch wife and my half-blind dumb dickhead daughter?
It's me, fucking Smeagol.
It's me.
Am I in the painting? Renoir. I'm a monkey now. I'm a monkey now.
I'm a monkey now.
Caesar, go home. It's me. I'm a monkey now. I'm Andy Serkis.
I'm gonna go to the circus.
Oh no!
Ooh, Red.
Red.
Ooh, Red. It's me, Andy Serkis.
I want a debate between Shane and the Punisher.
Oh,
Shane and the Punisher.
That's fucking.
I'm a better man than you, Punisher.
I'm a better man than you.
I'm a better man than you.
I guess he would just kill him probably.
In the back of his head.
Can Shane? Because I know in that Walking Dead game,
in that game, Shane is difficult
because you can fight either or, right, depending on which path you choose. So I've only seen the one where Rick was indestructible practically. So I've never seen it from the other.
Was it Walking Dead Destinies? I think it was called
Destinies. That's it.
Dude,
I can never remember.
That game is crazy. I love that scene.
Play it.
I kind of want to too, but I wouldn't pay for it in a million years. That's kind of thing. That game has to be maybe $4 for me to even consider.
Right.
And even then, I'd be like, that's a couple
pretty
of
steep.
Arizonas. It's like 4 Arizonas.
Niggas is bugging.
I wonder how much it is now. Like,
look up the price for Walking Dead Destiny. It's a game that I'm so eager to play. That boss fight is hilarious though, man. Shooting fucking Rick in the face with a shotgun 50,000. He's like a Destiny boss.
I'm a better man than you, Rick.
Clearly not, man, because you can't take as many shotgun blasts as me.
Oh, yeah? You're a better man than me? Shoot me point blank in the face with a 12-gauge shotgun.
Oh, you got a point there.
Shoot me square in the fucking face with a shotgun. I bet I take more of them than you does. We go shotgun for shotgun, motherfucker. See who win first.
You got a point there. I don't know if I can do that, actually.
I'm fucking
Rick, that's crazy.
I don't know, Red. I mean, Rick.
I don't know.
He doesn't know where the fuck he is.
I don't know, Red. I mean, Rick. Rick Dead Redemption. I don't know.
Rick Dead Redemption?
Red Rick Redemption is probably better.
How much is it?
I don't think it's
available anymore.
Oh, they pulled it?
What the fuck?
They might have pulled it. That's a rare game then.
Let me check one of the other, like...
I mean, I guess you could pirate it, probably.
Yeah. What's the...
I'm a better man than you, Rick.
I swear to God, it's called...
Black people are more afraid of meeting you, Rick.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They're more scared of meeting you, Rick. They're more afraid. Black people are terrified of me, Rick.
Would you buy a Walking Dead game if it was just about Carl?
Oh my God!
It was just Carl's perspective of everything.
If it was Telltale.
Telltale's Carl.
That's the only way I could play, because even though that sounds so stupid and boring, like Telltale usually do a good job.
Yeah, Telltale's the Walking Carl.
Walking Carl. And he's just walking. That's it.
Yeah, it's him walking from place to place. It's a travel show, actually.
That's so
this
funny.
This is Peggy Sue's Diner.
The way Carl dies in the show is so different from the way he dies in the comic.
How does he die in either of them?
In the comic, he lives to an old man. Older guy, and he dies.
Oh, he lives to be old?
Older, yeah. Like he's a grown man.
Didn't he like not want to be on the show anymore or something?
That makes sense. Yeah, he was on that show for a long fucking time, again. He was a little kid when that shit started.
They killed him in the most unceremonious way.
He slipped on black ice or something?
No, he got bit in the dumbest way possible, and he died.
Oh, he got bit?
Yeah, he got bit in the stupidest way possible.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I gotta help everybody always. You gotta always help."
And he falls down and gets bit like on his side, like nibbled on.
He got bit by saving some random fucking guy.
Even though I don't know, man.
Even though around that time he was like actually pretty hardened and cunty, but then he kind of softened a little bit, and then it got him killed.
Damn,
he got better. I like his character. I like Carl's character actually, but I just think that show goes on too long, so he suffers from that problem. Because I think Negan is awesome. I think Negan's a cool ass character. I don't like him, but I think he fits for the world he's in as like a genuine, like he was a shithead person in life.
Sure,
he was a fucking shithead, fucking gym teacher asshole, and then he's like, oh, I take all my aggression on the whole fucking world. I'm gonna do that, and then it's sociopathy, like in the real world, garnered a following because that's what happens.
I could see that.
And the same thing is the opposite of.
It's more viable now, actually.
Is Isaiah Israel? What's his name? The guy that has the fucking tiger. It's the literal opposite. Ezekiel's the literal opposite, where his empathy and tiger
with my empathy and my tiger we
I thought that was
rule
so cool.
over the land.
I thought it was so cool how they went there and they were like, oh, this guy has a tiger that's just his ally.
What was that thing that we
like did? It's not even his pet. It's like, oh, this is my nigga.
What was that bit that we came up with a long ass time ago where we were like trying to put together a heist, and it was like with your karate skills, your computer skills, and my gun.
Yes.
We'll be able to hack into the treasury in no time.
And they're doing something. He just has a gun shooting people.
No, he doesn't. Not even. He just has it.
He has it.
He's just the only person with a license to have a firearm.
The only.
Why do you need a license for a firearm when you're robbing a bank? Is so redundant.
But that's his only contribution.
At least I'm allowed to carry.
He's allowed to carry, so he can walk around and not get stopped.
Open carry cases are crazy. Imagine being in an open carry state. That's so terrifying.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about it.
It feels weird.
Oh, like, you were there. You were in Vegas.
I've been to Arizona. It's Vegas. You have parts where it's fine, but Arizona, like you go to this southern Arizona, and it's just they still think it's the Wild Wild West. They still think it's there. They're all wearing cowboy hats and giant guns. And then you'll just be my friend. He lived in a city that's just like a few miles from Mexico. It's called Huachuca City. And it just everyone was a stupid fucking cowboy. You like walk, he's gonna go pick up some Little Caesars. He said like when he first moved there, and then all of a sudden everybody with their stupid guns everywhere. And he's like, this feels weird. Like if somebody scuffs a shoe, all of a sudden everybody's shooting kind of a thing. That's what it felt like. And I'm like,
that's so fucking. I don't know. I don't know the allure for guns, man. I just nothing about them is attractive to me, dude.
Propaganda has worked pretty well. Like
to make us think it's a part of our culture, like a part
the
of
NRA, right? It started off being something regular, and then it morphed into just like a money machine where they're just like, guns are so important. They know it's not. They just pay a bunch of money to politicians and then force everybody to be like, guns are so cool, everybody needs them. The kids keep getting blasted. Who cares?
Like, I don't know.
Cousins about that shit.
It's kind of one of those things though, where it's just like, I don't know. They are kind of cool.
They can be cool.
They are cool.
They can be, the concept of them can be cool, but it's not cool that just regular people can just have them.
Yeah, especially with just like there's like barely any guardrails at all.
Like I don't know. Like I think guns.
That shit to me is crazy.
I think guns conceptually could be cool. Like the concept of a fucking futuristic, like cool gun could be cool. But a gun in its most standard form, there's nothing cool about it.
I don't know if I agree.
Like even down to the mechanics of it. The idea of the hammer hitting it and then blowing up and then projecting it that's not cool really. There's a little the idea of something moving really fast at someone is kind of. I mean,
it's just science.
Yeah. But like, there's nothing about that is like.
I think it's like mechanical. There's like engineering there. There's like science there. I think that's part of what's cool. Like the mechanism of a gun. I think
it'd be cool, like because you can kind of break anything down the way. Like I love swords in general.
I think swords are cool.
But then if you think about what a sword is,
it's a stick.
It's a sharp piece of metal. Yeah, it's just like, and so you can break anything down that way and make it seem like. But I understand the appeal, especially how like guns. A lot of their designs look kind of cool. They look sleek, especially shiny fucking guns.
I think
it's cool for the same reasons that like bow and arrows are cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just like
going out like
shooting targets is fun.
Shooting is fun. It is.
Paintball's fun. It's fucking. It's never like it's a neat time.
We went to the desert.
Shooting guns was different for me, man. I don't know. The moment I shot a gun, the moment I just felt like just disgusting. It's
were you
still
picturing
murder.
Yourself killing someone or something?
No, I just don't like them. I don't like them, and unfortunately they were just around me. And I just didn't I never had a concept of liking them.
Yeah,
I found one of them in one of my houses when I was younger. My uncle just had one strapped away, and I was like, this is a real gun. And even when I was a kid, I was like, this feels heavier than all the toy guns I've played with, because it was a fucking real gun. Yeah. And it wasn't loaded. Thank God he had that much foresight to not have a loaded gun around. And from a moment, I was like, this is just a life ender. Like, even like artistically, guns aren't like I don't know, like the craftsmanship of a gun doesn't feel the same as a sword, because swords have so much more mythology added to them that makes them more like there's no gun. I think you're just Excalibur. There's no gun that's like, the chosen gun I take out of the forgotten holster.
I guess if they were older, it would probably be like that.
I mean, maybe like when we're gone and they got like fucking
there's sacred
beams.
Bows. There's sacred sword. You know what I mean?
And there's definitely gonna be like, dude, a revolver is definitely gonna be that. Like,
I think that's
a revolver is so obviously that gun.
The only gun that I think is somewhat cool, and that's mostly because of the era it comes from. Not because of what it does.
I think because of what it does. That spin, man.
Yeah, you got yourself a six gun, man.
I think of it more as like a fucking fidget thing. Like it's just like it's fucking like I don't know. Like if you've ever played
like the aesthetic of people loading a 6-shooter really quickly like that. Because I love.
Have you ever played like VR like Resident Evil?
No.
Or something? Dude, reloading and loading guns and that shit is so fucking satisfying. It's crazy. Like just like you pop it out and then shove it in. It's just a satisfying thing.
Like gunslingers.
It's cool.
Like gunslinger, the archetype of a gunslinger, I've never loved it. I think it's cool. The idea of someone being like able to like wield a gun really crazily. And like obviously flourishes look pretty cool. But I think swords, I think swords are just aesthetically more cool.
I think the Star Wars kid ruined swords for me.
What Star Wars kid? Oh, the fat kid?
The fat guy who's running around.
That's
just a bunch of fucking idiots waving a sword.
Well, there is a lot of...
I love swords. They're so cool.
I'll take a nerdy kid with the sword than some,
psychopath with a gun.
The guy that... The only problem I have with... I have a lot of problems with guns, actually. But what I mean is as far as civilians owning guns, it's the biggest cowards that have convinced themselves that they don't have it for that reason.
Right, yeah.
And that just drives me nuts. They're always the first to like pull out. Like they're like the snow incident where you're talking about the snow shit.
Yeah.
It's those guys.
It's just crazy.
It's
fuck those
such a
guys.
detached way of killing somebody too, which makes me also really upset.
Oh sure.
And it's like
Makes
it's
it way easier. Yeah.
Everything about it is just like it feels like a coward's weapon.
It is.
It's like it's a coward's weapon that was just made into being badass because cowards got the right authority.
Well, you're holding little explosions. That's what makes it cool. It's not necessarily that like it is a.
It's
not
just
a sword.
all of these people that are like, oh, the defense or whatever. Yeah, if they, I know you can. I know this is stupid of me to say, but it's like, oh, people admitting that they would never admit that they're cowards, right? Why would they do that?
Right. Yeah.
But I think owning a gun in defense is one thing. Like I think it makes sense having if you have a home and you're in like an area that's relatively secluded, there's been a break-in or two, acquire a piece. Have you and your partner know how to use it to protect yourself.
Yeah, you don't need like a turret or anything.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's fine.
I'm totally for handguns. I think handguns make perfect sense.
Maybe a shotgun. Maybe even a shotgun. Right?
I think a shotgun's a little unnecessary.
Shotgun's better just because it's cheaper.
Well, it's cheaper.
Significantly cheaper.
Also, it's better. It's just better for cornering. Cornering.
Well, it's better because you don't have to be a good shot.
That as well too. Like
sure.
you get in your bedroom, you post up inside of your bedroom with
that's a coward's. That's a coward's.
The idea of
that's
the idea.
Well, no.
The idea of having it is an actual defense weapon.
Yeah,
because if the reason why a lot of times it gets iffy with handguns is because since the aiming mechanism means kind of like, well, are you really defending yourself at this point? If you really want to defend yourself from somebody coming at you, you want to spread.
Yeah, sure.
So that's the idea of like it gets a little muddy of like, what do you want this handgun for? Really, sounds like you really just want to kill someone. You want to aim at them.
And then lethality of the handguns
them.
You need too is like. Obviously, 22s can kill you, but they're not the idea to do it. Then you get a 9. A 9 will kill somebody. But then it's like, oh, no, let's sell 10s. And it's like, 10s
usually when it comes to 9s, it's the type of bullet, right? It's the type of bullet. Like, and then, of course,
the 9mm rounds.
The wound that you have, the type of wound you have. But it's like, it's...
Like a 10 is morbid. That shit is crazy. I've shot them.
Define shot.
It's just gross to me. Everything about it is gross to me.
You think Jordan Peterson? It's just there's such a detachment though. It's American. It's American culture.
Yeah.
There's people. Some of the most progressive people I know shoot guns all the time.
Yeah, a few of them I know.
And it's actually that's kind of retarded. Like but it's America.
Well, it's actually like very Marxist, because even Marx, I think, was like talking about like have guns.
Yeah, and it's like, well, why? Like
because it's a tool of revolution, and that's why.
And it's like,
but it's not anymore.
So the idea of
it's a tool for the oppressor now, literally, like psychologically and quite literally, it's a tool for the oppressors. Like once upon a time,
because people are too docile, but like
once upon a time, I agreed that like you should have a gun to be able to go up to oppressors, but now they have ships that can kill you without them knowing. Like you can just get carpet bombed or something. Like we've already seen this shit. Like this doesn't make sense to me. People that have armed themselves, the Panthers have armed themselves. Many of the Chicago revolutionaries, they armed themselves, and then they were still eradicated by fucking bombs from the sky. Like these things don't bring a benefit to the world. I just don't see the benefit.
Yeah, but here's my argument. This is gay.
I guess
I could give a fuck.
Gun talk can be gay.
It is very gun talk. I think
swords are cooler, man.
Gay.
Swords are cooler. I'm sorry.
It depends, man. Like I personally like swords better, but if you grew up liking guns better, I don't give a shit. It's fine.
I think cowboys are. I think cowboys are pretty cool.
I would definitely prefer a world where I know this never happens. It's crazy, but it's like, oh, guns have all been melted down and everybody makes swords out of them.
Yeah,
and like
that'd be cool.
I prefer that because especially the intimacy of it would be so much harder to kill people.
That's true.
Yeah,
and it would neutralize people killing each other. Not neutralize it, but it was severely reduce it.
Yes.
And it'd be like, I don't want to kill this guy because he might be better than me.
You can't have a mass sorting generally.
I don't imagine stabbing somebody and actually like say if you nick the bone, you feel the impact of hitting bone.
Yeah, intimacy.
Like that stuff like that, like I don't, because like when you fuck with meat, like if you ever have a slab of meat and stuff and you're butchering, you're cutting it and stuff and you feel it, and I'll imagine feeling that. I'm like, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to. If you have a gun, you just. Yeah, I don't have to.
Close your eyes and do it. Literally.
I don't even have to look at the dude and see the aftermath.
It is crazy.
Whoa, who did that?
Who did that?
It's like the idea. You ever did the I think I'm thinking Tamaguri, but that's not it. The cutting. The practice of the cut.
Oh,
with the mats.
Yeah.
I've done it once, and that shit is crazy. It's supposed to be represent like an arm or a limb, and you feel that, especially if you're bad with it, because it doesn't go through it, just into it.
Yeah.
So you're now seeing this person die. That's a completely different thing than like.
No, I would never.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like I would rather contend with a gun than a sword. You know what I mean? That's kind of the other half of that, where it's just like, no, shoot me, dude. Shoot me 50 times out of 10. Like,
yeah, getting cut up is
Most people, that's why they stab you usually. They don't fucking slice. People don't get sliced up like that. You can slice.
They do.
Well, in machetes, it's like that.
Yeah, dude. I remember there was a video a long time ago that I saw that was like, yo, that's crazy. Of like some guy like robbing a house, and some guy came down with a fucking sword, cut him the fuck up, and he was like in a car or something. He like got into a getaway car, and he was just like, he looked like a fucking string cheese. It was crazy.
That's great. Ugh.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, no,
That's
man,
brutal,
go
man.
ahead, shoot me.
At that point,
shit's
Or
crazy.
just simply, if you're going around, wear some hardened leather. Having hardened leather on you just in case someone's gonna sword slash you is crazy.
What'd you say? Haunted leather?
Like
Oh, I think you said
like in a
haunted.
modern
I love
world,
that.
haunted leather.
I love haunted
is
leather.
haunted.
It sounds
So I
badass.
can't die because the ghost protects me.
Yeah, there's a ghost.
Ooh, it comes out and stops it. Ooh, I'm like, ghost! He drops the fucking sword and runs out the window.
He stutters.
He's on the
And he
12th, he's on the 12th floor, runs out the window.
He makes a circle and he takes it out.
He takes a
And it's a
circle.
little alien. It's a little alien from fucking Men in Black. He releases him out of him. Oh!
I wish I was a little
crazy.
alien like in Men in Black. I wish that'd be cool.
It'd be cool. At least I would get to know like there's other worlds and stuff. I know like I came from somewhere specifically.
Yeah.
Damn.
I would love to know.
Black person type shit.
This is the
I
good-
don't know where I came from. I'm
Hey
black.
man, at a certain point, your people got brought to that place too, niggas. So.
I'm very aware of that, but I have a place I can go back to. I have at least one stop.
You got a step.
They got one stop.
Yeah.
You got.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, bro.
That is the saddest thing
What
ever.
the-
I talk about that in critical race theory when you're doing that shit, when you're learning about your history, and the poor Black Americans they're clearly sad. They're like, my family's 3 generations from Denmark. It's like my grandpa didn't know their dad because he got sold to a different person. Like, yo,
My family were forced bred and did Mandingo shit, and now they're all like a part of my family look like Shaq because they just kept like breeding giant people.
and now we don't know our understanding of ourselves. We
Yeah.
don't really have a world understanding of the world around us because we don't know where we should be. We're constantly told we're bad even though we just exist. And it's like, oh, that's crazy. But you're black, so shut up.
You're black. Tell you, man. I'm considering. I haven't. If I hear a name cool enough, I might change my name entirely. And then it's just I know my family, my LA family would probably be very upset, but I'm not really talking to them that much anyway because they're kind of mean folk, man. They're just kind of mean, bro. I kind of stop like. I want to start a new tradition of not fucking tolerating family that's just for the sake of tolerating just because they're family.
I never understood that shit ever, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, they're not like we just had a couple of things, not the worst stuff in the world, but it was just like things that I'm like, damn. And their religion, I know how they feel about me deep down. Like they think I'm damned and I'm going to hell.
They probably are, but it's like not because of the shit they think.
Well, I'm like, well, if they're
not because of the shit they think.
well, I'm just like, if they're real, like if Jesus reveals himself, I'm still gonna be like, nigga, fuck you. What the fuck? Where you been?
Nah, I'd play
Why
pussy.
is it-
I'd be
why
like,
is
fuck
it-
you until it happens. I'd be like, I'm real
yeah?
sorry. I'm real sorry about this match. I didn't mean to do all
Yeah,
that.
I'm so sorry, man.
I'm sorry. Lord is king.
Lord, yeah.
Lord is king.
Lord is king. Lord is
Lord is
king.
king, man. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to be all rude and disrespectful.
You are
man.
too stupid to exist.
I just,
my son.
you're Jewish, and I didn't really, you know how y'all be sometimes.
Hey, you know how y'all be. You know how y'all doing the fucking Palestinians. You know what I mean? That wasn't me, son.
That wasn't
So you can get walking. So it's still on Steam. It just didn't come up right away. Found it.
Oh,
Who is that?
I don't know.
Is that me?
I just drew a fucking guy.
You know
are you a lizard? Are you a big-lipped lizard?
Sometimes I just draw fucking people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like his big.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I like his ethnic lips. I like that.
Ethnic. You sound like Charlie Kirk.
I do. I like
He
that.
has
That's
an ethnic
code.
appearance.
I always felt weird drawing lips too because like I have bigger lips than I think like a normal white person normally would. People have told me that. And so I would always draw lips and people would be like, who's that supposed to be like?
Who's that supposed to be?
Was this supposed to be like a black guy? And I'm like, I don't know. That's how lips look, right? What do you mean? I was actually really old or like not really old, but like I was like a lot older when I first met somebody like with like genuinely like
big ass
no lips at all.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Lily barely has lips.
Does she really?
Damn.
She has very small lips. Her upper lip is like fucking extremely tiny.
Man.
And I don't think I have the biggest lips for black people. I've seen black people with some fucking puffers.
Oh, yeah.
You got normal lips, I would say.
I think for practice,
He's got some big lips for a small body. If you look at Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, he's gonna play the NBA Finals. Like he has a very small frame, but his lips are cartoonishly
like
big.
Earl Sweatshirt. Earl Sweatshirt's
I
lips
don't
are
know if they're as
fucking
big as Earl
bulbous.
because Earl is also like kind of he looks short. I don't know if he's actually short.
We also had a lip lift.
Can you imagine?
A fucking an LBL.
That is so unnecessary. Where his lips are fucking half his face, and he's like, you know what?
His lips are huge.
I need bigger lips.
I need more.
He does have
His lips are
looks like he
huge.
can eat everything. He can fit several penises in his mouth at a time.
That guy, man, he's such a talented.
I
dude.
always feel like, how do you do that though? You know how like torsos are in the way. How could you fit a bunch of cocks in your mouth?
they have to be big. They have to be big penises. I'm assuming.
I guess like they're super long to where the guys aren't
There's enough.
getting in the way.
Or they lay down and they intersect under like their legs. So it's like leg, ass, cheek, leg. And then both penises are both up. One's gonna be up higher than the other.
Imagine doing that.
And then the person sucks it like that.
Imagine being that close to a naked man. It's like, you ever seen what is it, the double penetration or whatever?
That shit is crazy.
And I'm
having
like,
your dick
no
because
way.
because technically that guy's fucking rubbing
Dude.
their dick against your dick.
Yeah, if you're feeling anything, you're just feeling that dude's dick.
That's so
I
think
feel like
you're
at that
fucking-
point, I feel like if you're in that situation in the first place, you're obviously not. You don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of got.
There's no way you're like a straight guy and this is a one-time opportunity.
I hate that. Like, I hate that. I really try to not have any homophobic actions. But if a man was naked near me, it would drive me so angry that I'd have to like. There'd have to be a thought like, oh, should I attack this person?
So you've never done like a spa or anything?
I did. I played basketball, but I would not be. I just would not be near people.
But there's some places
You
you
just
can't
pass
really.
by them like you've been.
Yeah,
you go-
but I'm going here. Do this.
Yeah, when you go to the bathroom that's in the locker room, right, in the gyms, right, there's always old naked people because they just can't help themselves.
I think that's a preparatory mentality. I'm going into this place where there's going to be other naked men.
What would
Obviously,
you
I'm not going to go here. Start attacking people, you know. Start swinging on this older gentleman that's just trying to take a shower, you know.
Old dudes, yeah.
It's a weird experience, just kind of just being naked around strangers like that.
I'm not. Yeah, it's just
It is,
we're
but
younger.
it's really not that big
It's
of
not
a
that
deal,
weird,
but
like
it is.
because I remember like I was nervous about doing that shit until I just did it, and I was like, oh, this is like very whatever. Nobody really gives a shit.
like
Yeah.
like the
I
Japanese
think my fear is that I'll
bathhouses.
be in like a spa somewhere, and then like somebody will be like, Chris. You know what I mean? That's my fucking like. Oh man, I don't
Chris,
want like
what's up?
I don't want like a
Hard
subscriber.
as shit. The towel's fucking. The towel fell off.
No, there is
like 10
no.
minutes
Well, there
ago.
is no towel. It's in a lot of those places.
That's
Wait.
weird.
You're talking about like you're in a spa and people.
Well, no,
aren't
in
even
the
wrapped
like
them-
in the shower area.
Gotcha,
Right,
okay.
where like
Okay.
you can't really bring or like there's like signs that say you can't. You know, you shouldn't bring a towel in, and like even if you could, there's like only so many places you could really hang them. So
Think
like
of that, man. Like the bathhouses
see.
in Japan.
that's
like,
my nightmare.
I
It's just
couldn't
like
be.
I don't want to be recognized in a place like
I
that.
couldn't do that.
Right. I would have to be honestly.
Is that your dick, Chris?
I would have to be
He asked is
very jacked.
is that
He
your
asked,
dick?
Is that your dick, Chris?
Yo, Chris, is that your dick? And it's like, no.
No, it's
my
yeah,
friend.
It's Mr. Miyagi's dick.
I'm borrowing
Like,
it for the weekend.
It's so
Oh,
awkward.
that's cool.
That's cool, man. Can I have sex
Can I
with you now?
touch it? Since it's not yours, then maybe if I give it a
Yeah, that's cool.
I
mean,
can't do that, man.
I guess yeah. No, I can't.
I don't have that
I would have
level
to be jacked to even like I'm not I don't care now if somebody recognizes me. I'm jacked or whatever, and also maybe just kind of like jelk a little bit.
Right,
Yes,
beforehand.
Yeah, beforehand. Just make
I
sure.
feel like joking is too late. I feel like you're supposed to start your joking journey when you're younger.
Yeah, well,
No,
Because I don't really want any more equipment, but like
You're never
you
too-
start it when you're younger because you're more
not
malleable.
too
You're
late.
never, yeah, it's not too late. It's never too late.
Because imagine
as
stretch marks on your dick.
Free
you
Gaze
know?
Glaze once
yeah,
said.
3 days glaze. Yeah,
Imagine there's stretch marks
Stretch
on your
marks
dick.
Dude, I felt like I somehow. I think I was sleeping, and I feel like I almost broke my penis somehow.
How?
I don't know. I was sleeping. Now here's the thing: when at some point when I'm going about my day, and I'm like, my dick hurts a lot.
I have never felt my dick hurt other than me masturbating far too much.
Dude, I was concerned.
I definitely had sex too many times in one day, and then you get that weird like ache where you're like, I can't do this.
It's just under the surface.
Yeah,
that's what I
it's
describe
a crazy
it.
ache.
Dude, that was one night. This was one night, and again, never do it again. Where it was probably for like 3 hours straight with barely any breaks between. That it was to the point where when I was going home, rubbing against my shorts was agony. It was like just because when you're just sitting, you're rubbing against it's just there. It's rubbing against something, but you're not thinking about it. This soft cloth that I have right here would have felt like sandpaper. It was so bad that I was like, oh my God.
I look back at myself and I'm like, how did I do? Dude, I used to.
Being a man sometimes is stupid.
Dude, I look back and I'm like, how was I having sex for like 2 hours once upon a time? Like, I think about that and I'm like, how the fuck was I, like, what was I doing? Was I just like fucking just stoned the whole time? Or like, what the fuck's going on?
Look, I used to play sports all the time.
It was never like 3. It was usually like, for me, it was always like many times.
I have had sex
throughout the day. And then it was just because after an hour, it's just like, it's boring.
I genuinely had sex for like 2 hours.
If it's just straight penetrative sex for an hour, it's like, that's really fucking
It's
boring.
more of a...
It's like not penetrative, but it's like, it's
the lead up and...
It's continuous acts of sex.
I see.
In a very small window.
I look back at that now and I'm like, that's crazy.
This is so stupid. I was at a park outside too.
It's outside.
But to be fair, it was a couple. I've done it a few times outside, but not like this.
Outside or
there was
like
only
a car?
So it was outside. It was.
I've done it in cars.
It was the car. I fucked the car.
This was in a city that was like, it was a very fairly new. It was funny. You ever been to a new city?
No,
exactly.
Like a brand new, built up.
From New York.
This is a very new. Exactly. This is a very new city in like relatively new a city called Surprise in Arizona. Yeah, exactly. And it was relatively
Surprise.
new.
Oops, all sex offenders.
And it was like, can you imagine?
A box of cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I polluted that fucking city. That was a good city. There was a lot of whores there, I guess.
A lot of whores.
Interesting.
So that was pretty cool.
Well, yeah. On that note,
yeah.
Well,
I had a good time. I had a good time.
I think I had my enough. I'm like, all right,
that's
cool.
the good
I'm ready
thing,
to
man.
be with one person now.
We're all blessed to where we had like a good career, and we're not like some. I can't imagine. Like, actually, I have one homie that we all of us are like. He's as old as me, and we don't talk very often about this stuff. But we're all speculating that dude's still a virgin, and like I at this point it's kind of. I don't think it's by choice, so it's like a little. I think
weird. I don't know. I think the idea of virginity is like at a certain point you just kind of should, but I don't think you exactly have to. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. If it's by choice, I feel like who gives a shit? I don't care.
Yeah, by choice is whatever.
But it's also for me. It's like I'm so detached from that because I've been not a virgin almost half my life. By this point. So it's just like
I think more than half my life at this point, yeah.
Right? You're 31? You also were virgin before you were 15? Or at 15 probably.
Yeah.
I was 16.
It was like I
was probably 16 too or something.
I was 16.
I was probably 16, I imagine.
I remember I was doing shit at 14. I know for a fact I was doing shit at 14.
Guess what? Guess where? Outside in a park. I swear to God.
Wow.
You're so Ranger crazy. Rick over here. Fucking
look at man.
You're the nigga that be taking fucking picnic baskets.
I don't I said I don't like public stuff. I'm not a fan.
John, the park ranger.
I have no idea what the park ranger's name is.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He takes Boo Boo's picnic
he has
baskets.
A name?
Yeah, Johnny's name is John.
You're talking about Yogi Bear, you fucking elderly bitch.
Oh my
he is talking about Yogi Bear.
His name is John, right?
You and your fucking my grandma raised me ass TV.
It is
references.
funny. yeah.
Shut up. She was old.
Yogi Bear in Supermarket Sweep.
You know Supermarket Sweep is, right?
Fuck no.
Yo, what the? You know what it is too, bitch. The fuck?
I also grew up with my grandmother, but like whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. My grandma.
I'm sorry I didn't have parents. My apologies. One was dead and one was deported. My apologies.
Dad deported?
Multiple times.
Oh, that's
that
so fucking funny.
I'll be back, son.
That nigga's super not legal, bro.
I'll be back.
I could have sworn it said ice for sale.
Ice for sale.
Crazy. I read it so
insane.
wrong.
It's insane how many times that man's kept to this country.
Bro, it's probably when ice was created. He was like, they're like
this nigga.
He was like, oh man,
you got me again, Ice.
he got me. What is this new thing called ice?
He's such a weird.
Very
guy,
annoying.
Hearing him speak Spanish fluently was always the weirdest thing for me. I was like with him one time. I was like 10. We were like 10, and he was like, we were in Gun Hill, ordering food at a place called it was called like Feeding Tree, maybe. I think it's what it's called. Feeding Tree is like a Caribbean store.
I think I know exactly where the fuck that place is.
What?
Feeding Tree? It's because of the Caribbeans and our fucking loving our fucking coconut having trees.
That was just off of Gun Hill and Mashula, I think.
I think it was.
God damn.
But we were over there, and my dad went in, and he was ordering food in Spanish.
Hola,
and I was like,
chupa mi huevos.
And he was like, why would I not speak Spanish? And I'm like,
pollo.
and I was like, because you're Jamaican people speak Spanish. He was like, well, my mom did. And I was like,
huh? Chupa mi verga way.
Hola.
All right, listen.
What's up?
All right, listen. We got to get the fuck out of here. Thanks for coming to this episode of the Snark Tank Podcast.
Black person that speaks Spanish.
Thanks for coming to this episode of the Snark Tank Podcast that had no theme.
Yeah.
It was a mess. All right, bye.
It wasn't a mess. There was nothing to be a mess.
This was solid
in the world.
This was actually solid podcasting, though. I think
you're crazy.
Very solid podcast.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
This was fire, actually.